Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dystopia Rising Evolution. My name is Catie, and I'm going to be running the Jumpstart Trouble on the Steel Pier with these amazing folks right here. I'm going to introduce them one by one. I cheated and checked what order they are on this screen. So we'll start with Tobias. Tobias, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what you're excited about.
Hi there, I'm Tobias McCurry. My pronouns are he, him, his. I will be playing the role of Roll Dover, the role of Dover, either way. Our lovely retrograde gunslinging, allegedly quiet leader. I'm gonna try. I brought the mask because I know I need something to shut me up. I'm very much excited for Michael to portray a role wherein we have a lovely intertwined story. Which I'm sure you'll learn about during the stream, but it does involve a carnival by a very particular name that someone may or may not recognize if they at any point tuned into Thieves of Old York.
And with that said, that's the perfect lead in for Michael.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm going to be playing Solomon Walker because Solomon Walker want pants too. I'm going to be portraying the large, strong, quiet sainthood of Ashes, who's here to protect all of the bunnies and that guy over there with the goggles. After our entire rundown with the Slap and Tickle, our old carnival group, and I'm very excited for playing a character who doesn't have to talk a lot. And I think there was a reason why Catie chose Tobias and I to be the quiet characters this time.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this.
You can try.
Role playing, Tobias. Role playing.
I don't. What's a role play?
Oh, wow! You could have just told us to shut up.
Right?
I tried.
They really, systematically figured out how to put us in roles to not be obnoxious, and I don't know if I'm up to this.
With that said, I believe in you guys a little bit. Let's go to Shay. Who are you playing? What are you excited about?
My name is Shay Gibbons. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing the role of my green screen falling down on top of me. I will be playing the role of Spines the Lascarian, who, is apparently really interested in becoming like their role model, role model Dover. I don't really see what's admirable about them yet, but we'll find out. Honestly, I'm excited to find out what's admirable about Roll Dover.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Jesse.
Hi, guys. I'm playing Rocket Rose. Loud and bold and bright. Fearless and fierce. She's the driver.
She's always the driver. All right. Without further ado, we're going to try to get through this Jumpstart, guys. We'll be going until 9 p.m. and then you should stick around because there's an amazing show after this one at 9:30. So, our particular adventure takes us to the Big AC, a place by the docks, a city of glitz and glam, of people selling and trading and buying, a place of Vegasians and retrogrades and other strains of the apocalypse who all come together for very seedy deals. All of you guys have been contracted as a group by a pureblood by the name of Neil Hansen. They largely have ties in the city known as Philadelphia, but the guy does have ties to the Big AC, and in particular to a shipping company that is bringing in a shipment of medicine, which is highly valuable, especially in the post-apocalypse, that is coming in that he is asking for you to take from the Big AC into Philadelphia. Now, you guys aren't on your own. He says that he wants you to meet his granddaughter by the name of Marta Hansen. And you guys are now strolling along the docks, about to head to meet Marta. And I'll start you guys there as you walk along.
I'm going to be primarily standing behind Roll to start, just since we haven't played these characters before. As a point of reference, I'm literally a massive giant. I'm probably the sainthood version of Lemmy.
Rosie wheels up front with her neon green wheelchair, kind of leading the way and babbling along about how pretty the water is. And, oh, did you see that fish? Maybe it was a river hunter. But she's very excited to get the project underway.
Definitely just trailing behind this phenomenally built wheelchair as the sites are being regaled about. And certainly looking over my shoulder, I wonder, where'd Spines go?
Spines is definitely sort of like loitering on the edges of the group. Not sure how bright it is right now, but kind of trying to like stick to the shadows. Spines is kind of like scurrying along with a like really pronounced hunch because of spines protruding from their back. And they're just sort of like stalking after the group, making sure that everyone's still there and kind of keeping their distance from sunlight.
As you begin to make your way along the dock, you hear the distant boom of thunder, and it slowly begins to rain.
Lovely.
Hope you brought your hat. I mean, quite frankly, I guess Rocket's the only one without one.
Well, at least the sun will be gone for now. And Spines will kind of scoot a little bit closer as the clouds kind of like roll in with the storm.
You might want to speak up a little, Spines. You're real quiet.
Oh, I will speak up into my collar here.
Perfect. That's how I can hear you best.
Wonderful.
That's a powerful collar.
Thank you. It protects me from the sunlight, obviously. You see it has this nice little attribute to it where it flips up.
Yeah, I also prefer the flipped collar thing. That's why I've got two.
I'm told that it's very stylish, and as well as my hat, which also protects me from the sun. One of my
So,
favorite.
who are you meeting?
Neil Hansen.
Okay.
I
What are
thought
we
were
doing?
meeting Heel Nansen.
I thought it was Veal grandson.
It's Neil Hansen.
Which one of us?
If you want to get money from the guy, you gotta say his name right.
Field dancing. Got it.
Now I'm not sure which one is right.
Neil with an N, Hansen with an H.
I don't know what any of those things mean, but I trust you.
Just, all right. Where's this pureblood kid anyway?
So, as you guys make your way along the dock through the rain and the thunder, it is by the time you actually get to where you're supposed to meet Marta Hansen, it's pouring so hard that you can barely make out her silhouette, tensely pacing in the shelter of an overhanging building. Her hand appears to rest idly in her pocket, but as you know from your trip out to the Big AC, she has a pistol hidden there. She grins with relief and waves as she catches sight of you. Through the rain and falling dusk, the dim gray outline of the Harbinger, which is the ship you're meant to welcome in, looks like a specter amid the skeletons of long-dead ships that litter the harbor.
Is this Veal Hansen?
No, this is the, you're the daughter of Neil, right? Cousin?
Captain
I'm
Neil?
I'm his granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
You're the guys my grandfather hired?
Yep.
We're professionals.
You're the one hiding shady in the rain. What'd you expect?
Okay, it's very rainy. I'm not hiding anywhere. I'm standing on the docks and I'm soaked. I'm going to point that out there. I mean, you're soaked too, but I am soaked.
I'll go ahead and pull out an also soaked handkerchief. You want a towel?
Oh, you can keep that. Thank you.
All right. Sure, I guess.
Sure.
Thought I'd offer.
Towel. Oh.
Spines will sort of like shuffle up to Marta and just like extend kind of like a creepy hand and just be like, charmed. My name's Spines.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Marta. I'm going to be overseeing this. Do you guys have any questions? It's pretty simple. You just take the medicine off that ship. It's coming in, and then you bring it to Philadelphia. Make sense?
Is it your ship?
I mean, we have a tradie associated with that ship. It's not my ship personally, but we definitely contract it out. Just keep in mind that the shipping container you're looking for has the picture of a jackdaw on it, which is a black bird. If you don't know what a jackdaw is, figured I should explain that to you guys.
Blackbird?
Yes, it's a picture of the blackbird. It's not an actual blackbird.
That's what you said. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. We're on the same page. Good. Yeah, I guess we wait to come in. And as she says that, the ship in the distance suddenly lifts to the side as if it's been struck by something, or maybe it struck something. There are a lot of ship parts in the water. You can hear the groan of straining metal. And as you look towards the ship, you see things crawling their way up the side.
Hey, Marta.
Oh, shit. We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
I mean, we can go right now, but it does sound like our pay just doubled.
Look, you guys get 100 keys. That was the agreed upon payment.
That was for the not terrorism gig that just happened.
Do you really want all those people to die or not?
I mean,
I am actually already walking forward at this point.
Yeah, no, we're all walking like at a very brisk pace, I'm sure. But while we're en route, I'm certainly negotiating.
Look, I'll take you over. I have a speedboat, and she does indeed pull her way up to the side of the dock. There's a tiny little speedboat.
How am I gonna fit in that?
Very carefully.
I'm going to
just imagine we're back in the Hooskow, but like, you know, for the slap and tickle.
Rocket, you want in? I'm one arm going to pick up Rocket, very accustomed, put the chair and put it in, and put you back into the chair. Just boom, done.
Thanks, Solomon.
Yep.
She's already pulling out her rifle.
Apologies.
I put a...
Sometimes my ears don't work. Just a moment.
I'm going to put either a chalk or something in the wheel so that when they start firing, they don't have to deal with recoil or the bucking of the water too much.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll hop in, grab my gun, get ready to roll. Also, before we continue, thank you, Plastic Age Plays, for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs.
Oh, hell yeah! I'm going to slowly climb in, very uncertain about this not rickety, but small in comparison boat. And I'm going to lift up my massive, almost comically massive cudgel that is about half the size of rolled over.
As Solomon gets into the boat, it definitely lifts slightly to his side until he gets himself centered, and then it rights itself again. At this point, Marta is already firing up the engine, which whirs to life. And then you guys are speeding across the waters towards the ship. And as you approach, I'm actually going to have all of you roll a survival plus intellect to get a view of the Harbinger through the rain.
Spines, are your ears working?
They are working now.
Wonderful.
To lift up the flaps a little bit.
So what was that check you needed from us?
Survival plus intellect. Or, sorry, survival plus intellect. Yes.
That'll be 1 whole success from me.
1 whole success, 1 whole success. 3 whole successes.
Question.
Shay, what did you get?
Question.
Oh, yeah, shoot.
So, just making sure I have this number right, because I have very high numbers in both of them. So then that applies to the amount of d10s I'm rolling, correct?
Say one more time.
That applies to the amount of d10s I'm rolling, correct?
Yes, so however many dots in survival you have, like 3 dots in survival, and then if you have 3 dots in intellect, that means you roll 6 dice, and then that's 6 d10s, and then anything that rolls 8 or above is a success.
Ignore the first one, because the greater than sign was not greater than.
Okay.
It was indeed less than.
Okay.
So what's your total?
4
4?
successes.
Awesome. All right.
I have a lot of dots.
Good. So, Rocket and Rolled Over peer into the blinding rain as they make their way across, and you briefly catch a glimpse of a figure in the gloom in a dark trench coat on the deck of the Harbinger. The shadow seems to stare out forlornly across the waves before it completely disappears from view. Then you don't see them again. And then Solomon and Spines, as you look though, you see that same edgelord staring over into the water. And you notice that they actually have something under their arm. A moment later, you actually catch a glimpse of a rusty motorboat driving on up, and it skates across the water back towards the pier with edgelord in it, and it disappears among the sunken ships in the harbor before you guys can give chase.
That guy was so edgy, he ripped a hole in the side of the boat.
All edge, no point. You know how it goes.
Edge cleavers.
Did you see what they were carrying? They had something, and Spines is like trying to determine whether they want to use their bat or their knife, and they seem to be very conflicted right now.
You think they took the box and fucked off?
I mean,
how big's the box that we're supposed to be getting?
I've never seen the box, but I'm assuming it's a crate of some kind.
Hey, did you fart?
Alright, that's Zay.
I know that noise.
And indeed, you do see some zombies going through the water towards all of you guys.
Alright.
Wait, roll. I have a question for you. Do you have an answer?
There's a box under their arm, but I didn't see what kind. It was a box. definitely looted something, but I don't know what our box looks like, so I couldn't make out a marking on it.
Probably square, a 3D square, if you would. So squares on multiple sides. Should I use the bat or the knife for this?
Oh, definitely the bat. We have a number of undead that are in the water, and tactically speaking, as they're coming up, we're wanting to keep them at a distance so our guns can open fire on them. That would be the most efficient approach for this.
Does anyone
Can
have
I take
something
some
to
shots,
catch
Katie,
the
while
knife?
they're
I also would like
Okay.
to get on that train.
Cool. Because you guys are kind of preemptively shooting the zombies, I will let you guys both take a shot first, and then we'll roll for initiative. So, Rocket Rose, because you wanted to go first, give me a roll. Oh, you did 0 successes. So, I am going to give you a consolation, which is as you shoot into the water, you do manage to cause one of the zombies that were coming towards you, it looks like 3 of them, to veer off and seem to be attacking something else in the water. It could be a person, you're not quite sure, probably a person. That person is probably dead now. But at least they're not coming towards you. So,
what are you doing in the water? Don't go in the water.
roll. Give me that roll.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm just calling you Dover from now on.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. I gave you the roll. It's been in the chat.
Let me know what it is, because
Oh, it's just 1 success.
1 success. With the 1 success, you are actually able to shoot one of the zombies. It makes a noise before it sinks beneath the waves. And that means you guys have 1 zombie left. Because you only have 1 zombie left, I'm going to have you guys roll a quick initiative to see who goes first. That is whatever skill you're using for combat plus your cunning. And just let me know how many successes, and that's the order we'll go in.
3.
3?
Two.
2?
2 successes here.
2.
Cool. We got 3 2s. All right. So I'm actually going to let you choose, instead of like a tiebreaker, who wants to go first
I
of
am
the
fine
3
with Rocket
2s.
Rose letting loose fire.
Yeah, I'm at melee range, so I'll let them open up fire.
Sure. Tobias, technically you go first, but do you want to hold your action
do.
and let Rocket go? Okay, Rocket, fire away.
Pew pew. 2 successes.
2 successes. So you're able to hit the zombie. Describe how you kill that zombie.
She pulls out a rifle and says pew pew, and
Hell yeah.
shoots the rat
Hell yeah!
right in its neck as it sinks below the water.
I never thought that saying pew pew worked so damn good.
I mean, that's why I say smack every time I swing.
Oh,
Sometimes I say fireball.
I get real confused when people start hitting other people and calling out numbers.
I'm partial to stibbity stab myself personally.
Did you see where that robo went?
That way.
Katie, do I recall where that robot went?
Oh, yes, actually. You glimpsed it briefly, but you didn't roll high enough to actually see it, so you're not quite sure where it is. You only know that Spines and Solomon were pointing in a direction like away
sense?
along the down the coastline, along the AC coast. You do know there's a lot of docks down that way, as well as a few different beaches. They're probably going to be in the AC at some point. They're probably just going around the long way.
Wherever they
Kind of close to
point is
shore,
also
they're
where my
going that
gun will
way.
be pointed.
And there's some shores. There's some things over there. They're probably headed over towards the AC. Just a long way around.
Okay. Marta kind of looks at you guys. I think we should check the ship just because it looks like it's sinking, and that's evidence, and it's going to go down. If they're going into the AC, I have connections in there, and I can help you guys out to track them.
You the boss.
Sure.
Well, do you think we can keep some things from the ship since it's sinking and all?
I mean,
Yeah, we should save the people on there.
Yes, that. Correct.
I mean, that should be the plan.
Whatever Mr. Dover said, yes.
So the ship eventually pulls up alongside the Harbinger, and you wind up being able to grab a very rickety ladder that's along the side. At this point, it's largely quiet on the ship. You hear this groaning sound and a creaking noise as if the ship itself is collapsing on to itself. Once you guys climb up the ladder and get onto the deck of the ship, you see the cabin.
I'll wait for you guys here. Okay.
I'm gonna scoot Rocket up onto my shoulders. We are now a Panzer tank.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
As you're able to climb up the ladder, you see the deck is mostly silent. You see a cabin that's little more than a floating flop house for what was once the Harbinger's crew. The door is kind of slightly ajar and swinging back and forth. You also see a locked portion that leads to the decks below.
Is there any capacity to potentially inspire my associates with my rebellious firebrand tier of leadership capacities to offer a rabble-rousing statement for us to scan the ship?
Sure, go ahead.
Cool. Well,
let's hear it.
First, I'm gonna roll some stuff, and then I'm gonna do a thing. Because man, I gotta know if I just gotta screw everything.
I mean, why would we
I do
change
not
what
need
we
to
normally do?
Not screwing up anything. All right, you guys know the drill. Quick, fast, easy, in and out. Scan the place for the box. Find anything we need, then we leave. We already know the guy's probably back in the AC. Let's just keep it curt.
Got it.
Perfect.
And that'll be 8 successes.
Yeah.
Powerful.
You successfully rally everyone. I'm gonna actually give you guys for that kind of like 2 momentum to play with. Pop that in the pool for you to play with later for your edges and that sort of thing. So good job, Tobias. And you're able to scale. Jesse, you all good? Yeah? Cool. Things that just happened. You missed the rallying cry, but you all head up the ship. And what do you guys do first as you get up there?
Do we start with where the moaning is?
That actually seems to be coming from the cabin.
Chat has stated that with that roll, the zombies join the crew. So just as a heads up, you might want to know that as the DM, the zombies should probably join our posse. See, they're my friends.
We roll deep, grave deep. Breach and clear.
Breach and clear.
I'm going up to the door. Was it locked?
The cabin door, it looks like it might have been locked at one time. Right now, it's just swaying in the breeze.
Okay, that way I don't have to break the lock off and kick the door open. I'm going to crouch down a little bit lower just to make sure that Rocket has clear line of sight as I'm going to push the door open using my cudgel. I'm almost going to be squat down to knee level.
I'm likewise going to be stacked up right behind Solomon with one of my hands on his back to follow through with him. So where he clears one way, I'm clearing the other.
Got it. As you burst through the door at a crouch, you do see a singular zombie, crouched over the remains of something. It's making a horrible gurgling noise as it crunches into bone and meat over what was clearly something or someone. As you burst through, though, it flips its head towards you, and it lets off a howl.
Don't fire yet. I'm going to swing with the cudgel. It's going to be more of an impale type jab just because person on my back, close quarters. But that's going to be a preferred weapon, might 5, and a lot of dots behind it.
Okay.
Got so many dots up in here.
So many dots up in here.
More
dots! One moment for the clickety clacks of my math rocks.
-50 DKP!
Tens explode, right?
Does explode.
7 successes.
Big.
So because you rolled 7 successes, would you like to buy the stunt critical hits, which allows you to do an extra damage as you burst towards it?
Yes, I would like that very much.
Okay. You have purchased that extra stunt. Describe how you smash that zombie.
It's sort of like watching organic billiards, as I will bring the two-handed massive wooden shank, for lack of a better term, this giant cudgel, straight back, and then straight forward under the jaw. I envision sort of like a billiard ball bouncing off one wall at least.
And you smash that zombie. Blood, dark and viscous, sprays across the cabin room, and you are now left alone in there with a zombie body at your feet that's slowly disintegrating. There are about 4 beds in that tiny room, each with a strong box bolted to the floor at the foot of the bed. There's nautical maps pinned across every inch of available wall. There's half-eaten pieces of hardtack and spilled soup that litter the floor.
Soup is for family, not for floor.
It's true.
Very sad.
Very sad.
Just
Can you take me over to the maps? I want to look at them for a minute.
As we are doing our turret version of Master Blaster, I'm going to head over to the maps.
Okay. As you look in the maps, Rocket, I'm not going to even make you roll this because you have the appropriate edges for this. You have direction sense and all that good stuff. You see that they're maps largely of the Old York and Big AC coastlines. Clearly, the person does trade in between those major ports. There's also even a few maps of the Mass and Beacon Hill and their docks as well. So clearly, it's a trading company that largely works through the Northeast area.
Do you need light?
Nope, got it.
I would like to kind of follow up behind them and look for any inventory charters or anything of the sort. See if there's anything regarding what was on the ship and where it might be located.
Yeah, actually, you can either give me clearly as you look through the room, you notice bullet holes in the wall at one point. So if you want to give me a close combat and intellect roll or a survival and intellect roll, any of you can do that.
Cool. Neither of those I got. I'm in.
I'll give you some more info. You can also
all
do
right,
straight
one
intellect.
success.
Yeah.
On my 2 dots.
That's fine. So as you look through the room, you can obviously tell there was a vicious and deadly fight. Likely, you look at the state of the door and how it swung open. Probably the zombies forced their way into this room. Maybe even Edgelord forced his way into this room. The close quarters probably turned this room into a meat grinder because there isn't really any way out unless the people push their way through. There's also this disgusting, rancid, sticky, terrible, greenish substance that's smeared along the wall. You're not quite sure what the heck that is, but it smells like someone left a crate of fish out in the sun for too many days, drained off whatever oozed out, and mixed it with vinegar. It's pretty nasty.
May I smell that ooze more closely?
Yes, you may smell that ooze more closely.
Spines, what is wrong with you?
I'm trying to figure out what it is. It looks like slime, but it smells like fish. I don't know of any fish that are slimy, do you?
I don't really fish.
Science fish.
Maybe like a slug of some kind. Maybe that was part of the attack. Am I able to... the body that the zombie was eating, is that already disintegrated? I couldn't tell who that was.
Yeah, it looks, there is a shreds of uniform left over. It appears to be a uniform with a smart red braid along the cuffs. And actually, this is something that Roll would have noticed as he was looking around. In the boxes at each of the beds, there's neatly folded uniforms in there as well. Same uniform with the neat red braid around the cuffs. But otherwise, it looks like the body has disintegrated.
I would like to taste the slime.
Spines.
I'm gonna have you give me a roll.
Oh, yeah?
To see if you can keep your lunch down after tasting
Solomon,
it.
no, I'm a sympathetic keeper.
So,
I wonder what I ate for lunch.
so
Find out.
give me either one of your resilience rolls. So either resolve, stamina, or composure. Your pick.
Spines, you're telling me that a slug came in here and murdered a bunch of people with a Z, and now you're gonna lick its shit up. I feel very uncomfortable with the energy that you have created in the murder cabin today.
How many
Just trying to determine what's going on here.
How many successes was that?
That was 0.
So Spines, we're gonna take a journey together. We're gonna take a fun little journey. Do you know the smell of vomit and how it makes you want to upchuck as well? Imagine that in your mouth, but fermented and mixed with rotten fish, that rotten fish smell, and attempting to swallow it and realizing, oh no, I made a mistake. You made a choice. I'm not saying if it's a good or bad choice. You made a choice, Spines. And now that delicious, delicious people bits that you had early in the day for your lunch, you're seeing that again.
I would like
on the
to.
floor.
Yeah, I'm going to add it to the ooze. It's getting added to the ooze. I have a report to make.
Status report update, please.
The ooze is bad.
Oh,
Rocket,
thanks for that info.
Rocket, don't throw up on my back.
Spines,
I can't help it. I'm a sympathetic puker.
Rocket, no.
Now I'm hungry again.
What?
Guys, come on.
Welcome to the throw-up cabin.
All right, folks, we get your shit together.
You're just upset because you threw up in your mask.
I'm upset because I threw up my lunch, and I need more lunch now. And obviously I can't eat this ooze.
So, Spines, I am going to give you a consolation, which, although you did vomit all over the place, you're in the back of your brain, you're reminded of something, and you remember deep within the tunnels that one time that you guys, you fought with other Lysarians. They played a dirty trick, and they used something called zombie attractant, and it was terrible. And it killed a few people. And you think that might be what this is.
Mr. Dover, I'm having the brain blast. One of those again. Listen.
This is like the second time this week.
Can it be a fast blast? We're on a sinking ship.
Yes, it is very fast, and this is a good one this time, Mr. Dover. This stuff that doesn't taste good and caused me to remove the contents of my stomach.
Out with it!
Spines! It's Z-attractant.
Oh, shit, that makes sense.
Yes, so maybe the edgelord had Z-attractant. You see, it was useful. Yes.
I don't know how that helps us right now.
You're telling me we gotta go. You're telling me the person with the boat the person who left the boat purposely endangered everyone here as well as the coast of AC?
Yeah, that all sounds right.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like
the implication.
Let's check for our box and let's go find that person.
I'd also like to find that person.
Let's do that. Also, because I am no saltwise and I don't actually know how to swim. Even though, for some reason, my voice kind of sounds like a saltwise. I am not a saltwise.
You mean those aren't gills?
No, this is
Solomon, you can't just bring that shit up.
Do you remember that one time?
Not now. Not now.
Oh,
sinking ship.
Oh, well, I'll tell you the story later when we're off the ship. It was the patty cake incident.
Cargo hold.
Cargo hold.
Actually, as you say that, and as you say cargo hold, a boom rocks through the ship, and you hear more creaky metal as well. The ship lifts a little bit further to the side. It's still floating, but it's probably not going to be for long. Rocket, you immediately recognize, ooh, that's probably the engine.
Ooh, that's probably the engine.
All right,
maybe there first. See if I can patch it up.
Give me directions.
Okay.
Probably.
So if I was an engine, I would be right below here and a little to the left.
Boss, yes?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna try and take point, gun drawn as we push down into the sinking boat.
You do remember that outside the cabin there was basically a door that goes into the hold, which is deeper down in the ship. You easily open that up and you head down into the hold. Darkness does envelop you as you climb into the belly of the ship. In the shadows, you can't even make out the water pooling in the hold until you step off the bottom rung of the ladder and feel the icy cold splash as it leaks into all of your boots. Crates, barrels, and boxes of all sorts are scattered across the hold. Some of them are floating at this point. overwhelming. The floor slants sharply in one direction, and that's where most of the cargo has floated to. Glowing in the darkness in the rear of the ship is an open, coal-burning stove connected to a twisted mass of pipes and gears that must have powered the ship before everything went to hell. The furnace is currently belching smoke. In fact, it's not so much the darkness you realize, because there is light. It's in fact smoke that is blinding most of you.
All right. Try and scan a room or two. I don't think this is the time for fixing.
There's something else we need to do too.
What's up?
How tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling is about, realistically, like 6.5 feet tall. It's not the tallest ceiling, but it's not the smallest ceiling either. It would probably barely fit Solomon.
So one of the locations where there's a little bit of light coming through, I'm looking for a breach in the deck, and I'm going to get us some ventilation.
Cool. Give me a roll, like a strength-based plus probably close combat.
Oh, I got those.
Yeah.
I have one job on this.
Smash.
I pick things up. I put them down. That's a 10. 3 successes.
Describe how you punch a hole in the roof there.
Hell
buddy.
yeah.
My God.
I actually just do this, like I'm being casual about peeling back the metal. Like, oh, I got to do this. Sort of like you would, like, oh, I got to open up the tent flap. That's better.
That's much more helpful.
There is now ventilation. You guys are able to see the cargo a bit more clearly as it floats. Rocket, you see the engine is possibly going to explode at any second if something isn't done about it.
I'd like to do something about it.
Cool.
Good call.
Good call.
I like it. Good methodology.
Solid plan.
Go ahead.
Tries to steer Solomon over in the direction of the belching engine, and she's a tech whiz. I would like to see what she can do to patch that bad boy up.
Yeah, you can do a technology plus cunning if you want, or you can make another argument about what else you would use other than cunning.
Cunning's fine.
Cool. And as you approach that engine, you feel like the overwhelming heat that comes with it as well. You immediately start to sweat, even though the air around you is cool otherwise. 3. Perfect. Rocket, you see, oh shit, there's a piece there and some parts there on the ground. You'll get Solomon to get those. And oh yeah, that too. And
Would you mind?
as say again?
I asked Solomon if you'd mind.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm going to actually crouch down in the water onto my elbows and knees so that she is effectively just sitting on my back like a workbench. And I'm just going to hand her whatever she needs. Admittedly, this is going to put my head, a couple inches away from the engine, but I trust her.
So, Rocket, describe how you patch that engine.
Style and panache, lady. Style and panache. She breaks out like a roll of duct tape from her belts and just starts jury-rigging whatever pieces she can find around. And will put a carburetor in the pipe going up so that the air is getting it's giving more air to the fuel so that it runs more efficiently and it does not explode.
Cool. You are able to get the engine under control. It no longer looks like it's going to explode. You know that the ship probably won't run again, so it might still sink, but it might also limp its way into harbor. It's like 50-50. but at least you're not going to blow up.
While this is
Perfect.
happening, I'm gonna look over at Spines. Spines, we still gotta look around for that shipment.
Oh, yeah. We will look at the boxes. That is probably
Yeah,
where it would
exactly. Let's go. They'll
do
take
you
care
want-
of that. We'll do our job. Get out quicker.
be. Which boxes do you want me to look at?
Well, we need to find the one with the jackdaw on it.
I'll look
Black
at
bird, painted.
these boxes. I don't know what a bird looks like. And you look at the right
God.
boxes.
Spines, the things in the sky, the opposite of you. With,
I don't
with
look
the
up there
feathers
often.
and the wingy.
No. I don't look up there often. Describe it in terms of rat sizes.
It's about rat sized, but like not AC rat size, like middle of nowhere rat size.
Fluffy bats.
Yeah.
Fluffy bats.
Thanks,
got it.
Solomon.
All right.
Yep, I like animals.
And Spines will kind of like scurry around looking for any crate that has a picture of a fluffy bat on it.
I will likewise look for the fluffy bat.
I feel like you know what a bird looks like.
I definitely do, but I want to look for a fluffy bat as well. Maybe we'll get like double win.
Cool.
Birds are just fluffy bats.
Because of all the shifting rubble and that sort of thing, roll me an athletics plus resolve check.
That'll be 2.
Do.
I see the fluffy bat. Hold the fluffy bat.
0.
Hold the fluffy bat. Let the fluffy bat go.
You gotta find the fluffy bat.
I'm loving my lack of successes in this game thus far. We're starting out real strong with Spines.
Hell yeah!
Got a strong 0.
Cool. So, you actually find Spines a crate with a fluffy bat on it, stamped with what looks like an actual fluffy bat. Clearly, that's the right one. And then Dover, you actually find a crate with the jackdaw stamped on the lid. It looks like it's been forced open, and inside there's nothing but packing material. But from the shape of the packing material, it's clear that the crate held a cylinder that was about a foot tall and 6 inches in diameter. And on the floor beside the crate, you find a silver pen inlaid with the image of a 2-headed serpent. It's clearly too fancy to belong in there and must have been dropped by someone in a hurry. In addition, you make out a faint impression of the jackdaw symbol in the packing material, where the cylinder must have been tightly packed, indicating that the symbol is also on the cylinder. Got all that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
While he's finding the correct box, I would like to start like enthusiastically like dragging the crate with the fluffy bat on it, just yelling, I found it, Mr. Dover, I found it, the fluffy bat box, I have found it. Please look.
All right, sure. I'm gonna like drag the actual correct crate over and just kind of slam it down next to their crate. Yeah, show me the box.
That's obviously not the right box. This one has a fluffy bat on it.
Show me the fluffy bat.
Look at it, it's right here, with all its fluff and battery.
It does, in fact, look like a bat has been stamped on the crate. It looks somewhat fluffy. So it is a fluffy bat.
You know what? You're right. Solomon, I don't think we can describe a jackdaw as a fluffy bat.
I mean, we can.
I don't
what's
think
in
it
that
works
box?
today?
Did you
Yeah, I
actually
think that
find a
works too.
fluffy bat box?
Yeah,
Try and pry it open.
like dead
with-
ass. It's a fluffy bat box.
Pry it open with my knife, just trying to like slip it underneath the lid and like pull the crate top off.
So you're able to pull the crate top off relatively easily. Inside, it looks like some actually dark material. It's very fluffy dark material. Blankets of some kind, cloth of some kind. Probably a shipment of cloth, you'd probably have to say.
Oh my god, if it's fluffy black material, did we just find the disguises for all of Murder Inc.?
Yeah,
Hate that. Hate that.
Perfect.
I'm
Put it-
Lord fucking Dagon.
Put it in
I
the
need
corner.
these.
Put it in the corner. That's where it's going to end up anyway.
I would like to take some of the fabric and like try and
Just put it
stuff
on.
it into my coat. I'm already wearing a coat.
As you take out the fluffy black material, you notice it is a cloak, a dark black cloak. As you pull it up, you're able to take one if you would like.
New clothes.
It's all your spines. You found it.
Spines puts the cloak on top of their existing coat, and now they are like doubly cloaked.
Spines, this is a jackdaw. And he'll point at the jackdaw. This is specifically the type of fluffy bat we needed. The bird, if you would.
Well, that doesn't look like a bat at all. That just looks like a bird.
Blame Solomon.
I don't feel comfortable with the fact that you have a black cloak and sharp teeth. Can we leave?
Certainly. I still don't know how to swim.
Well, you'll learn real quick if we stay. Come on.
The hold is filling with water very quickly at this point. You guys, Rocket, you do know you might be able to steer the ship into port, but also it's dicey. Otherwise, you guys can return to the ship and head on back.
Do you want the ship or not?
It's not ours to salvage.
Do you think they'll give us extra if we bring it in?
It's a whole
Yes,
different
yes.
group and a whole different contract.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
But a lot of people have their stuff on this, and there could be other
Yes,
things
yes.
that people need.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
Yeah,
Like-
right. Why don't you
then
bring
Spines
it
is gonna
to-
have to give the cloak back.
No, they won't know that I took it from the box.
That's called thievery, and you know how Solomon feels about that.
Oh, I'm okay with thievery because possession is theft.
Wait, what?
I just don't like it when people hurt people. At least without need. Some
You're
people
called
All
boss.
right, you want to try and save the boat? Let's go. We got to do it now, if ever.
Yes. I am now in agreement.
Where to, Rocket?
So if we're steering, it would be up on the first level where the cabin was, but up towards the front.
Got it. I'm going to follow the directions, and assuming that there's going to be nudges on my head to left and right, I will just go where I am instructed.
You're able to make it back upstairs where the deck is tilting. It's doing a great impression of the Titanic at this point, to one side. You are, however, able to find the quarters where steering is. Rocket, you know that it's not tilted so far that you won't be able to steer the ship, and the engine is technically working right now. So you get in there, and there is a ship's wheel and a throttle and all that good stuff.
I've got a feeling we're going to have a real rough landing.
Nah, it's probably gonna limp in. Let's see.
All right. Have me make a pilot roll plus. Ooh, there we go. 3. That's certainly enough. Describe how you pilot that ship towards the docks for me as it lifts to one side.
She major course corrects by spinning the wheel in the other direction so that it rocks it really quick back. And when it rocks on the other side, she pulls it stable so that it's smooth ride in. And then honestly just kind of limps it in. It almost lets it float in while it's at that steady level into the dock.
Yep. And you are able to shakily get it to the dock. You almost feel like the ship itself heaves a big sigh as you get it there, makes a groan as you shut things off, but you guys are technically docked, the Big's AC. You know the water level is shallow enough here that while it may sink the rest of the way, it's not going to be completely over the ship, so they might be able to salvage some stuff.
Woo! I'm a driver. Yeah.
All right.
As this is happening, like as we are kind of like being piloted in, Spines will kind of like squat next to Solomon and start babbling. So the patty cake incident, like I was saying before, but we were in a bit of a rush earlier. The patty cake incident was back at home. We had a Semper visiting, and I was trying to teach the Semper some friendly games to play. And you know the deal with Sempers. You know they have the the things, like
Fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, the claws.
Yes, those. So, playing patty cake with a Semper has a built-in risk to it. And the risk is that they might slip and then slash your entire face off. And that is similar to what happened, but luckily my entire face is still intact. And oh, Rocket, you're very good at piloting.
Nothing, gets the crew morale going like a tragic backstory.
Yes. And if anyone would like to learn how to play patty cake from me, I consider myself a connoisseur. But I
Sure.
Oh, you just put your entire hand on their face.
It's more along the lines of a massive paw is just right there.
No, that is not how you play. We will work on it.
All right.
All right, look, we gotta find the guy that took our shit.
The Edgelord, yes.
Yeah, that guy.
Edge cleaver.
Chakram-looking motherfucker.
More edge, no
Mr.
point.
Dover,
Yep.
you said that.
No more water.
Well,
Can we drive?
Yes. Let's get back off of here before they blame us for this, and I have to explain loudly.
And I don't want them taking my cloak away.
It's fair.
So you guys are able to get off the ship relatively easily, especially because the ship is sitting lower. So it's kind of just a gentle leap or almost a nice step for some of you, Solomon, onto the docks. Marta's actually there with Rocket's ride. Standing on the dock at this point. Clearly she saw you guys slowly making your way in with the ship and decided to get there first. She looks you over. So what happened?
The only thing that you care about is that the jackdaw crate's been stolen, as we assumed.
Cool, great.
This pen means shit to you.
Hey, that's a really nice pen.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Pretty.
really fancy. It looks like two snakes intertwined. I feel like
It's a pair of noodles.
Pair of noodles. I always loved House of Noodles.
Catie, do I remember that sign from anywhere?
Rocket, if you had seen it, you would, but you've just arrived to the Big AC, so you have not seen that yet. But Marta does kind of look it over. I think I've seen that on a building somewhere here. I couldn't tell you where, but if you look around the city, you can probably find it.
I put Rocket back in their ride.
Thank you.
Mr. Dover, hey. Hey. Tell her about the ooze.
The what?
The ooze.
Oh, yeah. That attractant was on the boat.
Yes, I found it. And Spines is sort
Spines
of
ate
hiding
some.
behind.
You ate zombie attractant?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I
Ugh.
was trying to determine what it was. And
Cover your ears, Rocket.
It,
Yeah, definitely ate the whole. Yeah, it was bad.
I added to it, but yes, it tasted like vinegar, but also like fish, but also like death, but also like rot, but also like. You
The
know when you
edgy-looking
leave,
bastard probably kicked down the door, chucked in Zed attractant, went down, grabbed your shit, and left.
you know when you leave meat out for too long in the sun, and it starts to.
You're gonna make Rocket sympathy vomit.
Oh, well, I was just trying to be thorough.
No, we got it. Zed attractant.
Oh, okay,
Thanks, Spines. You're the real one.
I like to be thorough.
Yep.
I'm going to throw up.
Well,
Please do not.
sounds disgusting, but thank you for being thorough. I should probably send a message to Philadelphia. There's a lot of big name pureblood families there that will not be happy about this unless we get it back. So I think
At least their shit here isn't sunk.
yeah, that's true. So I'm going to send a message to kind of smooth things over for all of our sakes. If you guys can find that medicine, I'll throw in an extra 50 keys in addition to the 100.
All right, and then I need you to contact whoever's boat this is and tell them to give us another 50 keys.
Sure.
They wouldn't have a boat,
That's true.
nor would they have any of the shipments on it, so they'd have to pay that back too. I'll take a little upfront 50 to spread around the team.
Once the job is done, you'll get all your money.
Sure. I take you for a good negotiator as far as this boat goes.
Okay.
Mr. Dover,
Yeah.
we might lose a bit on the deposit because of the throw up.
That's not our biz. Also, don't talk about the shit you just took.
What shit?
Don't worry about it. You
Never
also
mind,
don't worry
bye.
about it. Bye.
Bye. You guys are able to make your way from the docks as quickly as you want, leaving Mart kind of dumbfounded, standing there.
Just a wave on our way off.
As we're walking, I'm going to reach into a sack and hand a dry ration over to Spines.
What is this? Is this a cracker?
Food.
It's not very warm or wet or chunky, but I appreciate your generosity regardless. I will eat it now, graciously.
Yep.
Look, I'm doing it.
Yep.
And Spines just sort of like takes a nibble at it and like is obviously not like super happy about it, would like something a little bit more filling, but is trying to be polite.
As you are politely nibbling, I lean forward and down a little more.
I nibble more politely. It's very good. Thank you, Solomon. I appreciate you.
You need a full stomach.
You are very tall. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yep.
I have.
Yes, to here I go. Just a full belly. I'm so happy right now. Yeah. And the Spine's just like...
Water.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sainthood mom of the group. And sips it even more politely and is just like kind of shrinking back under Solomon's like looming gaze.
All right, so we're gonna take a joyride around the town and figure out what the fuck this pen is.
Let me finish my big sippy.
Just, you'll be fine.
Big sip.
And another.
Drink water in real life, though, folks.
Okay.
Solomon said another one of the big sippies.
I gotta take another big sippy. Hold on.
You also gotta take another big sippy, according to the voices in my head. You gotta do it again. This weird plastic age plays kind of looking fella's is definitely redeeming a lot of hydration for a lot of people.
This is the biggest sippy I've ever taken. I might drown in the sippy.
Take the full-size bottle out of your hand. It's not that bad.
Such strength.
We go now?
Such power.
All right, let's kick it.
Rocket loads herself into the downtown doozer, her vehicle, and starts it up, ready for you guys to hop in.
I get in. Is it an open back vehicle?
Yep.
I climb up on the back.
I'll take shotgun.
Is there a trunk?
It's an open back, so the back is kind of the trunk.
Damn it. All right. Well, I'll get in the open trunk, but sort of just like use my newfound cloak to kind of just sort of like vanish myself in the back.
You're a Lasarian burrito.
Yes.
Where to, boss?
Let's take a ride. See if we can find out that symbol.
Okay.
Just cruise.
So, you're able to start up your vehicle and begin driving around the big AC. It has a lot of rough edges. This city is a place of rough edges, but it has its own charm in some ways. Music floats on the air. You can clearly hear it with the windows open. Courtesy of a ragged-looking fiddle player who has a little bit too nice of a knife tucked into their boot. There's the smells of fried dough that mingle with the scent of the sea air and the beaming sunshine at this point because the clouds have now gone away. The rain has stopped and sun has come out. It's a pleasant break from the recent storm you guys were in. As you drive around, you wind up in a new area of the pier. A building that looks as if it were patched together from pieces of other less fortunate buildings. And it sits precariously on the edge of one of the piers. Each window is a different shape and style. There's patches of roof, each covered in shingles of a different color, which meet at haphazard angles. The front of the building is strung with pulsing violet lights that seem glitzy and out of place. Over the door, there's a gaudy sign emblazoned with the words, "The Dead Man's Drink." And over the image, it's emblazoned over the image of a two-headed serpent. And out in front, there's a tall, tattooed Baywalker woman with bulging muscles. She's kind of leaning there, surveying the traffic. She's cleaning her fingernails with a dagger. And as she does so, you notice that she has a 33 emblazoned on her knuckles.
We found the edgy place.
How are we playing this, boss?
Well, I'd say keep your lantern down.
Nope.
That's also fair. I respect that. But either way, we gotta find the edgy sumbitch that took stuff, so... I don't think your idea of getting in here is exactly guns blazing.
I don't have a gun.
I do.
I do. But we're not blazing.
I don't think it's exactly the best idea to light up what looks like a final night area.
Why? Final Knights are cowards and weak.
I don't know if you looked up, but compared to me, my head could be squished between those thighs, and I may like it, but I would be dead.
Well, me and Solomon are pretty recognizable. I don't know if we're going to be sneaking.
Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah, you in the back.
I have a cloak.
The burrito talks!
Yes, we can disguise ourselves as burritos, I think.
I hate this place.
It's
Just
a
think of
burrito
it.
of darkness.
I can go
Yes.
talk. I can just go talk to her.
You're a gothrito.
God,
Yes, exactly.
Rolls is gonna get out of the car and just start walking straight to the Baywalker, fucking tired of it.
Can I help you?
You actually can. Thanks for asking.
He'll pull out the pen.
I'm looking for an edgy motherfucker. You probably know him according to your knuckles.
Who's asking?
It's someone who wants shit he hijacked and would probably give him a good cut and see who's buying his services. Also, I'd probably teach him how to not drop a pen as evidence.
This one's a little telling. He'll hold up the pen to the top of the bar and then look at them and then look at the top of the bar, then look at the pen.
You know, I think it's just really sloppy to go hijack a bunch of cool shit and leave this.
I'm sorry. Are you threatening me and my
No.
bar?
I'm literally not threatening you. I'm just saying I think whoever did this job was a little sloppy.
Let me just see that pen.
I'll take it back just like an inch.
I mean, it's probably your pen.
I'm going to stand up in the back of the vehicle at this point.
So let's try this again. And let's have you ask with a pretty please.
Like, is this your faith kink? Is this you're exerting your will on me? Is this where I'm supposed to show weakness and shallowly act like it's sincere in order for you to display dominance because that's what your whole 33 shit is? Like I already told the guys in the back of the car you could crush my head with your thighs.
No, this is where you tell me who you are. You give me that pen.
Okay, keep going.
And then I might let you and little Sainthood boy into my bar.
Your bar?
I mean, I don't necessarily need to go into the bar. I respect that it's your bar. I just really want to know who would have dropped this so I can actually just have a polite conversation.
Give me a roll.
I'd love to give you a persuasion roll.
Yes.
Done.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Can I do presence or composure? I feel like composure would be good here as well.
I think composure.
They're both the
would be
same
good here.
stats.
Yeah, I would do composure.
I will take 0 successes.
Choice.
Rocket calls out from the car. Pretty please.
As this is happening, may I just scurry up under my two coats, my coat and my cloak, and may I attempt to look like I belong here as much as possible and just sort of go in?
Yes, you can. So
What would I roll for that?
I would do subterfuge and manipulation. Something like that.
I got 3 successes.
So as the Baywalker kind of continues to stare down Dover, a black cloaked hooded figure kind of walks on by. Spines, describe what you're doing as you walk on by.
I'm just sort of like in my signature spine hunch, and I've got my cloak on, and sort of just like scurrying by. I look up at the Baywalker, who I absolutely do not know, and I give like a little like spooky club nod, like
Oh yeah,
spooky
hey.
club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Nice bar. And I just like scurry in.
Yeah.
I,
Have a good one.
I'm just gonna keep doing this with the pen.
I'm going to step up over the back of the truck because she is now threatening the person that I have to protect, and I'm going to be the backdrop behind Roll. Did you know that the final nights are actually the weakest of faiths? It actually takes strength to care about other people. Being selfish, giving up hope, accepting things are at the end, and I'm going to lock eyes at this point. That's the shit bitch way out.
No. That is called self-awareness. It's called being aware of what's going around you. It's called being aware of what's happening around you and accepting that into yourself.
Do those words help you sleep at night when you're trying to lie to yourself? I'm actually a skillful orator, and at this point I'm going to go on a faith-based rant. I like to roll beforehand so I see how well I'll do, and that way I can adjust as I go.
Shoot.
Three successes.
You are very successful.
Allow me to explain this in words that you can understand. If you actually wanted to be powerful, you would give a shit about the people around you. If you actually wanted to be the strongest, you wouldn't have to act that way. You could allow yourself to use your strength to lift others, but you're too weak to carry anyone else. You're too afraid.
Okay.
There is no shadow without a light and a lantern to cast it. Now you have a choice. You can answer my friend's questions, or we're going to stop having a discussion about faith, and I'll show you what strength is.
All right, then. She turns back to Roll after you say that. Cool. Well, I can tell you who that particular pen belongs to.
I'd very much appreciate that, yes.
Belongs to the person that owns this place. She gives it out to people. So you can probably figure out who it belongs to by talking with her. I'll even let you in. Good luck getting her attention, though.
Do I just gotta kill like a small, like, helpless creature?
No.
I mean, I literally wouldn't. I was just curious as to the, like, cheat code here.
Oh, you can go on in. Before you go on in, though, we're going to turn to Spines, because Spines was snuck in.
I literally
Phenomenal.
just walked in.
So Spines.
I would like to, what is kind of like the layout of this place?
Okay. So the inside of the Dead Man's Drink is glitzy in the type of way that looks both cheap and mismatched. Despite the bright sunshine outside, the room is dark and shadowy. The few lights in the ceiling reflect off of spinning contraptions crafted from bits of broken CDs and shards of colored glass to provide kind of a colored atmosphere, but not bright at all. It gives a disorienting impression that the room is moving. The tables are crowded with people rolling dice and playing cards. All of them look shady McShady, what do shady. And at the far end of the room, there's an ancient-looking full dead that's doling out glasses of hooch at a bar. Everywhere you look, you see the glint of guns and blades in people's belts. And above you, in an enclosed glass room filled with plush chairs, which overlooks the establishment's main floor, or is a glass room that overlooks the main floor. Up there, you can catch a glimpse of people in brightly colored suits and dresses sipping from expensive-looking glasses as they watch you and the rest of the common edgelord riffraff below. And as you enter and kind of look around, a person walks toward you. They're wearing tightly fitted pants, a purple vest, and he clearly has thick eyeliner on. He smiles. Oh, you're clearly someone who's been here a few times, but it's a pleasure to see you again. You'll have to remind me of your name. Tell me, what have you come for today? Have you come for drinks, games, both? And as you look towards him, you do see a silver pen in their pocket with the two-headed serpent in there.
Oh, yes. Good to see you. And Spines is sort of like squinting in the like glinting light that's going on right now. Mm-hmm. Yes, my name is Bones, and you have very nice pants. I am here for drink and game and potentially information on a job.
Lovely. So you're here for both business and pleasure. So why don't you come this way? We'll get you to a table. I'll bring you a drink. Tell me, what's your favorite? Do you want the Lysarian special, a Bloody Mary, an extra Bloody Mary?
Actually, can I just get an old fashioned with like a splash of blood in it? And if you have some mint, that would be good. I threw up earlier, so that would be good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You didn't throw up here, did you?
Oh, no. It was at a different establishment. Obviously not this one.
Good, because we make sure to chastise our bartenders when that happens. I'll be right back with your drink, and otherwise, please enjoy the games. The person bustles away to get your drink and leaves you at the table. And as you are kind of wandering over to a table, the rest of your friends wander on in.
I wave them down, and I'm just like, I got us a table while you were fighting outside.
Sorry about being loud. I don't like bullies like that.
That's fine. It was good to hear some proper faith talk.
It's all good. I got us a table, so it was fine.
All right. Let's sure. Head on over to the table, take a seat.
Okay.
I'm going to stand near the table.
I roll up.
It looks like the table is a sort of dice game. There is kind of space off to the side for people who want to watch. That's currently where you are, but you can clearly jump in whenever you want. All three of you who just entered do notice the glass room up above that looks down below. If you were to take a guess, that's probably where the boss is. And as you are kind of looking up there, you hear a loud cheer from one corner of the room, and somebody yells out, oh, I won! I won! I won! I won! And as he jumps around and says, I won, a different person in purple goes over and touches him gently on the arm and whispers in his ear, and he's led off the floor and towards a back area. And in a little bit, you actually see him up above again, or see him up above in the glass area. Clearly, that might be a place for high rollers.
Do you think they have freezies here?
They fucking better.
I want a little umbrella in it too.
Me too. I want 2 little umbrellas.
You'll want to talk to the man with the tight pants. He is the one who's giving the drinks. He has very good makeup too.
I'm also gonna have the pen tucked in my pocket, visible, the top.
Rocket, what do you want to drink?
Turtle Hooch. Or umbrella freezies.
Chunky or smooth?
Chunky.
Good choice.
Do you want to do the ordering or should I?
Who, me?
You're appropriately dressed for this place.
Yes, it's business casual here, and sometimes edge casual. I haven't actually been here before, but no one has actually caught on to that.
I want to punch almost every face here.
There's a lot of eyeliner going on. It's very good. How do they get it that stark? And those are some very straight lines. It's very, very good.
Don't they know that it's supposed to end at the end of the eye, not 2 inches past it?
It's very sharp, similar to a dagger of sorts. I think that's the style around here. You wear your eyeliner as sharp as your knives.
As you guys are chatting to one another, the same gentleman in a purple suit comes on over. Oh, here's your old-fashioned. You have friends. What would your friends like to drink?
Clearly something special.
What do you want, Rocket?
I want Turtle Hooch. Chunky, please.
Chunky turlet hooch.
Yes, please.
I do think we have something like that for the Yorkers that visit from Old York, so I will get you something special. How about the rest of you?
Roll.
I think we're gonna roll with freezies with umbrellas in them, but like black umbrellas.
Very edgy.
I want a glass of milk.
I don't know if they serve milk here.
Well, I can probably find a glass of milk from the kitchen for you, sir. And then, of course, we have a freezy freeze for you. What color do you want?
I don't know. What do the edgy people order?
Well, usually they prefer red because red is the edgiest color other
Red
than
sounds
black.
great. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Great. Love it.
All right, I'll be right out with these drinks. Otherwise, please enjoy. Oh, I love your pen, sir. Just keep in mind that if you want to use that around here, you do still need to attract her attention. And then he leaves to get your drinks.
I've done a lot of attracting attention in my life, and I don't know if I want to attract that attention.
I do. Gamble.
Hey, Mr. Dover, over here.
Yeah. Spines, what's up?
Oh, thank you. So I have been people watching while at the table. You know, when you look at other people that are at different tables. And that person over there that won, did you see that?
Yeah.
See where they went?
Yeah.
They went in the important place.
Which unfortunately is where we have to go. Would you like to go win?
Is anyone good at rolling dice?
It's a glass room. I could just break it.
That's kind of how I was feeling.
We have to be a little bit more subtle in these establishments.
It's like an edgy pinata. I smash the glass and razor blades fall everywhere.
That's all we need, really.
Actually, Solomon, you might want this. And Spines kind of tries to, like, drape the cloak over Solomon to, like, make him look a little bit more appropriate for this bar. There you go. You look spooky.
I feel like a
I want
dipshit.
to gamble. I want to gamble. Let's gamble.
All right.
Rocket's probably good at it.
Okay.
Quick, Rocket, get the cloak.
I take this off me and poof, all yours.
It probably has
Hello.
already acquired the smell of spines.
Hello.
You look so spooky now.
Very
Uh,
spooky.
There is still a dice game going on the table. There is another man in purple, doing games of dice at the table. You're kind of seated in the watchers area of, and again, if you want to join, just have to be like, I'm in. Yes, you, young lady.
Hello. I would like to play dice, please.
I see.
Great.
A natural.
So edgy, so dramatic.
You're clearly a discerning customer.
Sure
How much-
am.
How much are you in for? How many keys?
Hey, Roll, can I have some money?
I mean, yeah.
What do I have on me as far as currency? That was not doled out in our base inventory. Are we poor?
You are poor, but I'm going to say you each have 10.
I'll
I'd
hand
like
off
to
5.
bet 20 keys on this dice, please.
I give my 10. Here you go.
All right, so the young lady is betting 20 keys on this dice roll. Let's see if you're lucky. So you are absolutely allowed to roll the dice. I gotta ask you, are you trying to cheat or are you trying to roll the dice honestly?
Oh no, fuck yeah, I'm cheating. Any way possible I can cheat, I'm cheating.
How are you cheating? Like what
I'll use technology and chip it so that it's unweighted and will land the way that I want it to.
I will allow you to chip the dice by using technology, but because the host is right there, it's hard to do that without them seeing it.
How
So
tall is the host?
5'2", maybe.
Excuse me. What are the rules of this game?
Well, all you need to do is you roll the dice, and if you get above if you get above 20 with your dice roll, then you win the pot.
What's in the pot?
Money, keys normally.
Why do you put your money in a pot? Food goes in a pot, like soup.
No, I mean it's not an actual pot. It's a metaphorical pot, sir. We have a
Oh, I get it.
yes. It's a pot. Yes.
Like
Okay.
Hirowana.
While Solomon was distracting for me, I rolled 3 successes. Or 2 successes, sorry.
2 successes.
Technology and chip away the dice so that they roll my direction.
All right. So as you roll, it does bounce and rolls, and you get exactly what you need for big winnings.
Lovely, lovely.
However, the host at this point is looking at, it's like, oh, we got a winner. Starts looking at the dice. What's wrong with my dice? Picks up the dice to take a look at it. What did you do to my dice?
Nothing.
As this is happening, may I shuffle nearby with my drink and perform an elaborate fall very close to this individual who is inspecting the dice to cause some slapstick distraction. What may I roll for that?
What you you can either do, I would say you can either do athletics and manipulation or subterfuge and manipulation, depending on how spectacularly athletic it is or more dramatically it is, or dramatic it is. Shay, you're muted.
Damn it. Well,
there you go. Try again.
I got 0 successes on my first roll.
Okay.
It's because I'm wandering between the windows, so unfortunately it kept rolling. But my actual roll was 0 successes.
Okay.
Because that is the theme of this game.
All right. Well, as you try to do a dramatic fall, you don't actually fall. You actually bump into the person rolling the dice, which causes you to become a weird mishmash of tangled limbs as the person is fully distracted as he says over and over, get off me, get off me, get off me, get off me, get off me.
Is that the reason why the person before won?
Oh. Probably tell your boss about that.
Meanwhile, I'm just dealing with this, pretending to be very drunk, even though I haven't had any.
Get off!
I'm sorry. I just wanted to watch. I don't know how to walk.
I'd like to go just grab Spines by the scruff and just pull back slowly.
By the spine, if you will.
By the spine, if you would.
You're able. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say.
The last guy to do it cheat?
You get over here.
The host actually holds up a hand, and someone that appears to be a bouncer, another Baywalker actually, walks on over. Y'all are coming with me.
Say please.
Does that include me? I was just drunk. I forgot how to walk.
That includes you.
Oh.
We're all going for a walk.
Say
Roll.
please.
I didn't get my drink yet.
Please, you can get your drink after.
All right.
You said please. That's fine.
Please is good.
And the bouncer actually leads you towards the stairs, towards the back.
I got you.
And up the stairs.
Rocket turret mode. Lifting rocket up, and we're going back to turret mode.
You guys should get a ramp.
Real, this is bullshit.
I could help you with that.
Do you want to go up the elevator?
You have a what?
You have a what?
Obviously.
I mean, it's ropes and a lift, but we have it.
Up room.
I mean, you can only
up
fit
room.
one. You only can fit one person on there at once, but
That sounds like a lot of work. Let's just go.
I want to go in the up room.
so what's the verdict?
You want to go to
let's
the
just
up
go up.
room.
All right. The bouncer actually gets Rocket's wheels, pulls them up after as well to the up room.
Don't touch those.
Fine.
I appreciate it.
And you guys go upstairs to the up room. So, you guys go up a lightless set of stairs. At the top, you're shown into a glass-walled room that overlooks the establishment's floor. There's several fancily dressed people lounging in overstuffed chairs, drinking and whispering back and forth to each other. In the center of the room stands a large leather armchair next to an ornately carved dining table. The lights up here are very dim. It's like Lysarian dim. Like Lysarian dim.
Ooh,
It's nice.
ambience.
It's fine. I got this. I'll blend in.
You have very nice lighting up here.
Rocket, do you want to get on your mount or do you want to stay turret mode?
Honorary, please.
All right. Done.
As you continue up the stair or get into the room, in the overstuffed armchair, you see a pale, sharp-toothed woman who's leaning forward from the chair. She's picking up a tiny silver fork at that dining room table, and she neatly cuts a slice of meat from a platter on the table. A trickle of fresh blood drips down her chin as she places the morsel in her mouth. She dabs it away with a stained napkin before looking up at you. A gold pen, which is otherwise identical to the silver one that you've acquired, is tucked behind her ear. And in the shadows next to her chair sits a large metal jar with the image of a jackdaw stamped into its side.
I have a question.
Yep.
Would I recognize this person as someone who is very dangerous to play patty cake with?
Yes, she is very dangerous to play patty cake with.
I turn to the rest of the party and I'm just like, watch out.
She leans forward. She looks at you. Our new guests, please. Please have a seat. Tell me what brings you here.
Oh no, I think you brought us up here.
Yep.
Oh, well, I just brought you up here because you clearly caught my attention. You have a pen that I don't remember giving to you.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna come to your lost and found department. I just assumed that was you.
Oh, well, in some ways it is. So how about you tell me, is it just to return the pen, like a good sainthood, or is there another reason you're here? Please
that's
tell
the
me
other
more.
guy.
So what was the object with the jackdaw on it?
What you saw was actually an enclosed or a crate, and it looked like there's a cylindrical thing
So that's
that was
it's my cylinder.
It's it. Yes,
yeah.
It is absolutely a cylinder. It has a jackdaw on
100%.
it. That is the thing. That is the thing you want. It's not a
So-
fluffy bat, though.
Well, the thing I came here for is actually what you hired the guy who hijacked that for, and I assume you're not willing to part with it. But he dropped this like an idiot, so you might want to fire him or like reconsider his employment.
And I'll just toss the pen on the desk.
Ah, that's very good. Very good. So you want my cylinder. Do you realize what the cylinder is?
We were called in to grab it for medical supplies. to whoever it was rightfully supposed to go to. And Philly,
It's not medical supplies.
cool, what is it?
It's poison.
I mean, cool. What for?
I imagine to kill off some purebloods. Originally.
Thankfully, none of us are those.
Oh no, none of you are those. It's probably going to be used in Philadelphia to kill people off.
All right, that's a good start.
That's my guess.
You want to take the shit out of it because I don't care about it, and then we can have a moral obligation to return the cylinder. And then we return it and then interrogate them. And then if we find if you were lying, we come back here and then we have a good talk.
Yep.
I mean, I just want the content, so that's fair. You just want the outside of it?
Yeah, pretty much, I think. What are you thinking?
He'll
Why
look
do you
over at
want the
Solomon.
contents? What are you going to do with it?
Oh, I'll do this and that with it. For your intents and purposes, I will make sure no one else gets their hands on this lovely poison. Terrible poison.
They
Terrible,
gotta
terrible
kill
poison.
people with it. Not the purebloods we're giving it to.
Which people?
Hey, what if she's lying about it being poison, guys?
I could always sniff it.
Not again.
Oh,
I would advise against sniffing this or ingesting this or licking this, which
Is it
someone
okay
has.
to breathe? I look
So
at the
pretty
glass.
much you're going to use it to kill people, but that's better in theory than the purebloods using it to kill other purebloods.
What is this place specifically? I have guesses, but who are all of these people?
Oh, these are my high rollers. Clearly. Have them up here. They're enjoying time with me. They're enjoying some lovely drinks. The people below, they're regular gamblers. They come in for the vices, for the drinks, for the rush, for the thrill. In other words, they're denizens of the big AC, kind of like me.
Well, clearly you're a little more than a denizen.
Oh, well,
I don't know what denizen means.
Well, I'm hoping to eventually work my way up. I have my eye on a very particular place called the Showboat, or the Show. I'm hoping to open a big grand casino there one day.
Rocket, a denizen is a person who lives in a den.
Oh,
So, sorry.
Catie, am I able to determine with any of my things on my sheet the matter of denizenry that the high rollers are?
You, because of your society, are able to determine that many of them are also from that society. I believe. I believe that's on your sheet.
It is indeed.
Yes.
Fred. May I call you friend? We're acquaintances, maybe.
Ah, yeah, we can be friends. I mean, we're both Losarians.
Yes. My name is Spines, and I simply would like to, make your acquaintance, make your friendship, and maybe I could potentially help out around the casino sometime. I like to roll dice sometimes, and I am good at it.
Yes, I mean, we can always use an extra set of hands or claws or knives, whatever you happen to have.
And Spines is like winking really hard to the point where it seems like something is wrong with Spines.
This
Good,
place
yes.
is a disease.
No, it's a game place for games and fun and enrichment.
No, it is a place where the tainted and the corrupted and the impure fester.
And we are here to do our job. It's going to be great.
While Solomon is talking about tainted and impure and corruption, Spines will, like, out of one of their, like, trench coat pockets, pull out, like, a really scrappy, like, water damaged and, like, bloody business card and, like, try and, like, subtly hand it to the high roller in question with another wink. Would you like me to roll for that?
Roll for wink.
Roll for wink! Roll for wink!
I don't know, roll for if you see
roll
me.
for
Strength
subtlety.
and subterfuge, man. Roll it away.
Is that a wink or a wink? Wink.
How
Following
obvious
the
is
theme.
Spines?
Following the theme of the day, Spines is
Oh,
very
zero?
obvious. Yes. Winking intensifies, as the chat says. Wonk.
You failed to wink and wonked.
The business card simply says, Spines for doing stuff with knives. And then there is an actual, like, image of Spines winking.
It's good. It's really good.
We're just here to offer ample business opportunities across the board. As I understand, you are an equal hiring establishment. I'm sure that our associate Spines here would love employment with you, that of which I don't care about and never want to hear about it again, and would very much like to do our job that we're here for.
I don't think anyone here would be missed, and their being removed from the planet would make a brighter light on this earth.
All right.
I'm helping.
You know, Solomon.
Solomon's got his crazy sensorite eyes, and he's staring at the glass wall, then stares over at the container of poison,
Solomon.
and stares at the glass wall.
Solomon. We're thinking the same thing.
Good. I'm going to step forward and smash the glass.
Yep, as soon as I say it, I pull the gun and I shoot the poison.
You're shooting poison.
hell yeah.
I'm taking my cudgel to the giant glass wall.
Okay.
It is time for an impergium of the sinners. This rusty lantern has had enough of this shit.
My business opportunity. I finally met people.
I'm gonna have both of you give me a roll.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Solomon, do me a close combat plus, something. Smite.
And
Solomon do smash too.
And then, because you're trying to shoot a specific thing, do me like a firearm plus dex.
I mean, I have called shot. I have fast draw.
You do have momentum in the pool. Is everyone okay with him using that momentum?
I'm good with it.
Yep. All right.
Oh, good.
So I'm still rolling my firearm plus whatever.
Yep.
So I will be doing 3 successes with an enhance at close range. And I will do 2 additional injury boxes to it due to the number of successes.
Got it.
So I've got 1 success. And am I rolling an extra die for the momentum, or is that just for called shot?
That's just for called shot. Although you can use an extra, you can use a momentum to actually add an extra +1, if you like, because currently you have 2 in the pool.
I apologize about the additional boxes. Multiple of my items are on this same line, so I think I just do the +1 enhancement at close range.
Cool. Either way, both of you guys hit your targets. Solomon, yours is a lot more dramatic than Dover's. Yours is a giant club smashing against the glass. You all hear a screech of people down below screaming because fucking breaking glass is crazy. That is a scream.
That one
Sorry.
The one poor bastard at the bottom. It's the guy actually who just said, I won.
And then for shooting that particular poison, you shoot the canister. You hear the a ping, and then because it is metal canister, it seems to punch through, and you do hear a crack from inside. You're not sure if you destroyed all the poison, but you do see a greenish liquid seeping out of the canister now.
I'll wheel over. I am swift in my wheelchair.
Yes.
And I'm gonna snag the thing or the canister and start heading back towards the lift.
Cool. At this point, the Lysarians, and her name's Majida, a bunch of people come from the shadows and begin to swarm you guys. So we're gonna enter.
We done fucked up.
We did not. I've got a plan.
Glad one of us does.
I'm gonna be like, please keep my card. I'm sorry. And I'm also going to hydrate because we are going to hydrate now.
Oh, yep, it's that time.
If you're watching the stream, please hydrate.
It was in fact doubly. Oh no, it was singly redeemed for channel points.
Take a big sippy.
This Twitch stream brought to you by water. So back to the action. Assassins. They look like the edgiest of edgelords seem to come from all corners. Some of them look like they're more professional, aka they look like nobody at all. They look just like random dudes, just humdrum, fit into the background. And then other guys are wearing black cloaks, unfortunately, and clearly they haven't risen high in the ranks. However, they do all swarm you guys, so let's all roll for initiative. Other than Rocket Rose, you are able, because with Swift, you're able to get GTFO. If you're not staying, you can choose to get to that lift and go, or you can choose to stay and fight. I'll leave that up to you.
And did you say you're taking the cylinder?
Yep.
Oh, terrible. Oh, there goes half my plan. Okay.
Oh, you
That's all
didn't
good.
tell me. You just like, I know
fine.
exactly what you're
No,
talking
I didn't
about.
tell you the plan. Take it and go.
Our plan is improvised. We got it.
It's yeah, I can double down.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Everyone roll your skill that you're going to be using. So either close combat or firearm, and cunning, and add the amount of successes up. 3,
2,
2,
2.
3 if I end up turning back around.
Okay, 3 for Rocket Rose. And 2 for Spines. Alright. Spines and Dover, instead of going to a roll off. Who would you like to go first?
I think I would like to if that is fine.
Spines, is
All
that
good.
okay with you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still probably fretting over my business card and like this ruined gainful employment.
No.
With
My
this,
$2.
with this opportunity, I would like to athletically leap over the desk where Majida is, and in any potential capacity, get real uncomfortably close with my wonderful frag grenade, which now has the pin pulled. And I'm just gonna hold it in my hand in front of her.
Why does it
in
always
front
come
of her
to this?
face? If I let go of it, fucker blows.
Cool. Michael, you go first.
Is any of the assassins near me in any way, shape, or form within
Yes.
Okay. Window, bat. Window, bat. Trent Reznor, window, bat. I see the bat. I hold the bat. I swing the bat. I let the goth flow.
Let the goth flow.
Make a roll.
Many dice.
How many dice?
2 success.
2 success. 2 success is unfortunately not enough to hit the person. As you swing,
Enhance close range.
yes, that would give you an additional success. So that is 3. That meets the defense, which means you do indeed hit the person. Nothing special. Describe how you hit them.
I'm going to swing and aim to put the goth in the corner pocket.
You swing that about and hit the person. You hear a solid crunch, and then the person goes oof as they stumble backwards. They're still standing, and then the person takes out a knife, and in fact, all of the people around you are all suddenly going like,
"Oh, Sally, she's about to attack me with a knife."
I hope they're all snapping too as they like approach.
And you're a goth, you're a goth.
Can you just not at me like this?
No, I must.
So one of the assassins strikes back at you, Solomon, first. There are 4 total assassins in the room. The one that you just hit is the one striking back at you. 2, 3. Let's take a roll. See what we get. That is a 1 success, and if you want, you can either have 1 as your defense, or you can roll one of your resistance attributes with no skill attached to it.
So is the +1 on close range enhancement just on offense?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
I'll roll then, because in a worst case scenario, I'm still getting stabbed.
Do you have armor?
Yes.
Okay. Does that give you any enhancement?
3 additional injury condition boxes.
There you go. So,
However, I'm going to need those.
okay.
Gonna have that on the yeet roll. That would be 6 successes.
So with 6 successes on your defense roll, the person stabs at you, and are you just standing there and kind of taking it with, or putting your club in front, or how do you see this playing?
Bad. I just look at him and go, bad. You will be judged.
Oh my God.
The assassin looks a little put off by that. And then the others also attack because they are also in the same initiative round. So, Tobias, one is going to be attacking you, one's going to be attacking Shay, and one's going to...
As soon as they start to attack me, I hope they see a frag grenade cooking in my hand.
They do, in fact, and that kind of pauses the... Actually, roll me... We'll pop you up. Roll me like a social roll of like a... Let's see.
Persuasion and composure? I feel like this is very persuasive.
And I'm gonna do it. Don't test me roll.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do it. Don't test me roll. I'm gonna fucking pull it.
Is this a fuck around and find out moment?
100% a fuck around and find out.
Yep. Make that roll for me.
3 successes.
You're all gonna die.
3 successes. Yep. So all of the assassins actually stop for a moment. Majida looks at you, looks at the frag grenade, gives you a really look.
I will absolutely just like... You can't see me smile, but I'm smiling and nodding.
Majida uses Swift, actually leaps over the edge of the glass and hangs down and disappears into the crowd below.
I chuck it.
Yeetus completus.
Good lord.
You hear screaming down below as you chuck your frag grenade into the crowd below.
I'd like an athletics roll attempt for accuracy. I really want to fucking like pitch at Majida.
Okay. Roll athletics for me.
Athletics and I suppose dexterity in this case would probably be best. 1 success!
1 success.
Chaos.
You throw it towards her in her general vicinity. It does not hit her. She is able to get out of the range. It does go into the people below and does detonate. There is a big boom noise from below.
Big bada boom.
Some debris flies up, and you guys are left in a room with a bunch of assassins that are now going towards you.
As Rolled Over is throwing this grenade, and the Lascarian is like disappearing down, I would like to call after her, just call me if you need me.
My resume's attached.
We're gonna take a brief interim and go to Rocket Rose. Rocket, you have found the lift. You have been able to get down the lift if you want, and honestly, behind you, you hear shouting, breaking glass, screams, and then an explosive noise.
I wonder if this was the plan.
She continues to wheel out through the club, and much quicker when she sees the body parts through the door and to get the car ready.
Yep. You are able to get out with little trouble. There are bouncers going in, but they're more worried about what's happening inside than about the people fleeing. So you're able to get out quickly. You're easily able to get to the car, begin to start it up with the canister
Right
that's
around.
still leaking. I am going to have you make a roll. You can either use your technology roll or a survival roll plus intellect.
Technology, 100%.
Okay, technology plus intellect. Make me a roll.
Can it be cunning instead? Fine. 2 successes.
2 successes. That's enough. As you put the canister down in the seat, you notice that the green stuff that is leaking out is actually corrosive, and is actually burning acidic hole through your seat.
Not the car! Takes my. What will stop the corrosive? Is it rubber? Is there anything that I know that will counterbalance this?
Probably the canister that it's in. So if it just stops dripping, if you position it so it stops dripping out of the canister, it'll probably be okay.
Turns it so it's whole side up.
Yep. I mean, you could probably mop it and wedge the fabric in to make sure the rest go in there as well. Although, say goodbye to that scarf because that's a goner.
I'm sulky. And also just keep my eye out generally to see who's in the area, and see if anybody comes out before my friends do, and bring the car to the easiest way for them to reach it in case there's a running jump into the vehicle.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to have you give me one more roll. I'm going to have you give me a, let's see, a survival and either cunning or intellect roll.
Oh, wow. One success.
One success. So you notice a bunch of people leaving. There's some familiar faces. You see the bouncer. You do see, you think it's Majida running out, but you...
Oh, I know if it's Majida because photographic memory.
You do see Majida running out, but you lose her in the crowd. You're not sure where she goes. And then we'll head back to the rest of the party.
I am still here, but I'm going to go off camera for a minute.
Yes, go. Rest of the party. You are surrounded by assassins.
I am also surrounded by me pulling another grenade out of my jacket and pulling the pin again. A tried and true tactic. But I'll keep the pin on my finger.
Okay.
I will start by saying, you have this one opportunity to repent. Choose.
He's really good at the repentance thing. I'm really good at the reinforcement of the repentance.
This was a nice conversation until you guys decide to fuck it up.
I didn't fuck anything up. We actually got literally what we were here for. Thank you. Can we leave now?
No. You have a debt to pay.
I was
I
hoping
also
you would
have a
say
dead
that.
man switch. So, if you want to talk about that, that's cool.
Do me another social roll.
Yeah, 3. 4 successes.
4 successes.
Crazy eyes.
Super crazy eyes. That is enough. I'm going off of their defense for this. They kind of pause for a moment, back up. Then one of them looks at you. Don't you ever show your face again in the big AC.
Actually, I might, but I will carry a very similar grenade. And I will not come to this bar, because that would be rude. At least without, paying you guys.
I personally would like to come back to the bar. Hopefully this doesn't sour any...
Out!
Okay.
Have a lovely day. See ya.
Please refer to my business card or
Out!
Spines is
Come on,
scurrying.
Solomon, we gotta go.
Fine. How far is the distance between the glass room and the lower floor?
That's about 15, 20 feet. It's actually it is a parkour jump.
No, I'm a brick wall.
I'll take the parkour jump.
You can...
Actually, I'm not taking the parkour jump. I have to have the dead man switch as I escort our team out.
You have a grenade.
I was going to say, you can do that if you want.
The urge to look cool is...
Yep, no, that is counteracted.
This is an...
Come on.
This is This is an instance where cool guys don't look at explosions because they are the explosion in this case.
I will politely see myself out, kind of like tip my hat to a few of the people on the way out, hold the door for Solomon and for Spines, and just, very nicely waddle on out.
Okay. You are able to make it to the car, which is currently has Rocket Rose in there. And you guys are able to get on into the car. And I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourselves as Rocket presumably drives you to the correct location.
Cool.
I still say we should have remained there and made them repent.
That would not be useful for the contract.
It would have been better for
my
the
job
wastelands.
opportunity.
It would have been better for the wastelands, but you know that's just one hive. You're in the AC now.
Tell me about
Just
the
gotta go
AC,
back.
Rocket.
I'm going to finagle the pin back into the flashbang grenade. That was absolutely not another frag grenade. I just put that back on my jacket.
I was gonna get a job at the casino, and it was gonna be good, and now my business card, which I worked for 7 days on, is probably up in flames because you threw a grenade at the person who I gave my business card to.
You don't want to work there anyway. You're too good of a person.
Thank you for not noticing anything else about me.
Not noticing what?
Nothing. I'm a very good person. With a very iconic hat that can be seen. If I try to go back to that bar, and now I'm going to have to find a new hat, and I really like my hat.
Are you upset because you're hungry?
Yes, in fact, I am hungry because I lost all of the food that I... Oh, you have another cracker.
I mean, it's dried meat.
Oh.
Vegetables.
It tasted like a cracker, honestly.
No, that was a cracker earlier.
Oh, what kind of meat is this?
Here's some vegetables.
No, I don't want that at all. I would like to sniff the meat.
It's not actually meat, sadly. Solomon was probably just saying that because, as you Spines know, you have never seen Solomon eat meat at all. In fact, he tries to convince you to save all the animals.
I see. I sniff it. It's a carrot. I thought it was meat, and I'm really upset about it.
It's the meat of the earth. Here.
Okay. I can feed myself. This doesn't have any blood on it. How is it supposed to sustain me? Oh, thank you.
That happens.
That's team dedication for you.
I really appreciate you, Solomon. Thank you.
Rocket, at this point, they are all in your car. You are presumably driving them to the dock.
This is the weirdest poison ever, guys. It eats cars.
You're gonna kill all the cars in Old York or in Delphia?
In Delphia. My biggest fear.
Car.
Well, I mean, we're not exactly welcome here for very long. So, we can follow up with our contract.
Car poison's the worst kind of poison.
If it's a corrosive acid, it's probably not like an undetectable poison. It'll probably be used in something like a robbery.
Oh, no wonder.
Ooh, cool.
Which also means she lied to me, which also means I'm glad I pulled a grenade.
Oh, yeah, she ran off. She was in the crowd.
Yeah, she didn't like having a grenade pulled in her face.
Did you see where she went? Maybe if I change my hat, she won't recognize me and I could make a new business card.
Spines, you
Yes.
work with us. That's your job, right?
I know.
You're looking for another gig?
Supplemental income.
We're gonna get paid pretty good for this.
As you can see from this current job, we don't usually end successfully.
I don't know what you're talking about. We did exactly what we were asked. We even saved a boat. We're gonna get at least 150 to 200 keys.
Can I make you feel better if I gave you my keys from it?
Oh, yes, it would.
Then just promise me you won't ever try to work with people like that.
Sure.
And don't fucking lie about it.
They're not lying. They know I'd be very upset if they were lying.
Solomon would be very
And
upset.
if you get upset, then I get upset. Then we start a literal riot and throw grenades inside of a casino.
Can we get freezies?
No, I never. Oh, they said I could get it on the. Fuck! We gotta turn around.
Can we get freezies somewhere else?
We gotta go finish our. Okay, let's meet our contact, talk to him about the shit, and then we can go get freezies.
Fine.
There's been a lot of trouble on these steel piers, and I'm absolutely done with it.
Sorry, I had to stop.
Wow.
Stop the stream.
Yeah. Wow.
Everyone out there, that was for you.
Mwah.
Get out of here.
I drive back to the dock so that we can meet up with our contact.
You don't see her right away, but as you pull up, you look around and you see not so much a bench, but a sideways can. Like maybe it had waste in it at one point. Maybe it was a shipping kit. Who knows what it was? But there is Marta sitting on it. She's whittling a piece of wood into what looks like maybe a whistle of some kind. And as you pull up, she looks up and raises a hand.
We've got your shit.
You did?
Yeah. You want to actually explain what it is?
It's medicine.
Yeah, corrosive. Very corrosive.
It eats cars,
What?
apparently.
Or poison.
What do you mean?
I'll just hold up the jug and then look down at the hole in the car, like on the seat, then look back up, then like hip check the door open, walk out, look at the hole in it, look at the car, look at the hole, look at her, look at the hole, look at the thing.
Oh my kings. Is that was what was inside of it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It doesn't seem very healthy, in my expert opinion.
No.
Did you lie to us?
No. That's what my grandfather told me was inside. He said it was medicine.
I mean, that tracks.
What the fuck?
Your bloods kind of suck like that.
Did your grandfather say it was time to go get your medicine?
No, he said he was getting medicine to help the other purebloods.
This would be medicine to help them into the grave mind, yeah.
There's your problem.
That's your problem.
I'm I'm so sorry. This was meant to be.
So do you want me to just like toss it in the river?
No.
Don't toss it
in the river.
I know what I could do with it.
What could you do with it?
We could put it in the final night bar and detonate it.
Yep. Return to sender.
Solomon and I think about with the same head, but with way different religions.
I don't want anybody else to come to harm over this. I would prefer to confront my grandfather about it.
We can be hired as an escort guard as well.
Sure.
Excellent. Further employment. Love it.
I normally would just pay you the 75 keys because the seal is tampered with, but considering the interior is full of terrible
There was
things,
only like 8 assassins or whatever. It's fine.
I will still give you the full 150.
Let's be honest, 2 of them weren't really assassins. They were more just dressed in black.
That's accurate. I can never go to that bar again.
Sure we can.
With good intent.
The best intent.
So, I will give you the 150, and then I can get you as an escort, and we can confront my grandfather, Neil Hansen. It will be kind of a long journey to Philadelphia. Are you guys up for it?
Well, we can't really stay here that long. Yeah, I'm up for it.
Okay,
Can we get freezes in Philadelphia?
Yeah, we need freezies
we
with little
can
umbrellas.
try to get that on the way.
Yeah, it's part of the escort fee.
All right, I can see what
Solomon
I can
only drinks milk, though.
I mean, we definitely have cows. We have a lot of cows, so he's
Perfect. Then
I'll
think
take
you
care
have
of your
yourself a deal.
cows.
all right. The deal's the deal.
Is this when we go let's rock it or like let's roll out? Whose name are we using for the pun this time, guys?
I don't know. What do you guys call yourselves?
I mean, I'm just going to walk on.
Get back in the ride. Your pun's bad.
And with that is actually the end of the Jumpstart. We made it through it all.
We
Wow,
made it through
thanks.
with time to spare.
But wait, that actually does bring up a good question right at the end. What do we call ourselves?
That's a good question.
The
What do you want to call
brute
yourself?
force thieves of the world.
What? Oh no.
It's like our last show, but you know, even more shit hitting the fan.
I'm back at it again with the thieving in the general area.
This is our, you know, the precursor story of Majida. So
There you go. I tied it all in.
We appreciate you.
On a more serious note, if you guys enjoyed watching this, you can get this Jumpstart for yourself on DriveThruRPG and friendly local game stores near you. It's called Trouble on the Steel Pier. It has all the mechanics you need to run this adventure, plus this lovely cast of characters. So you can choose the character that you want to play, whether it happens to be Spines, whether it happens to be Rocket Rose, whether it happens to be Solomon Walker, or Rolled Over.
but if you play Spines, you have to buy the hat off Amazon.
You gotta
it's
get
toddler size.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, I have a very small. I'm sorry.
Which actually brings up a good point. Shay, you want to tell people about your hat?
Yeah. I saw the art for Spines, and I was like, hold on just a second. It's not a kitty hat. And immediately found this little number, which is apparently like a toddler hat, but apparently also fits my head. Oh, it's fading into the apocalypse. Sorry.
Like all things do.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
Also, I realized our name is definitely the Steel Pier Troublers.
True facts.
The Peerless.
The peerless steel troublemakers. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It suits us.
We're
How
a lot.
about Rocket Rose is the only intelligent one and the rest of the crew?
Done.
I have an intelligence of 1.
Exactly.
Oh my god. What a ramshackle way to stumble through that adventure.
which brings up a good point. If you guys decide to run this adventure for your own crew, your players will throw all kinds of things at you. So just roll with the punches and say,
Like
yes,
grenades.
yes, like grenades and fluffy bats and all kinds of things. So just, roll with it, and you'll have a lot of fun.
I need to make artwork of a fluffy bat now.
Yeah, it's the fluffy bat insignia time.
That's our gang name. We're the Fluffy Bats.
Oh my god. Correct. That's the one.
You're right.
We've done it.
We've done it. It's happening. So I suppose we're on wrap time.
Yeah, we're on wrap time.
Thank all the peoples like Onyx Path and all them.
Actually, let's do some outros since we're there. Let's start in reverse order. So, say your name, who you played, your favorite part of this, and any cool things you're doing. Whether that's, painting minis or writing stuff or running games.
Thank you, Anonymous Cheer.
There you go.
Oh, sweet.
Jesse, let's start with you.
Hi, I'm Jessie Morrow. I played Rocket Rose. My favorite part of the game was obviously the car poison. That was great. I am not doing anything cool right now. I am running a mage game. That's pretty fun.
That's cool.
So, game Mage the Ascension. And thanks for Rachel, who I know was was one of the writers of this arc and pimped our little adventure. So I hope you enjoyed it when you get to see it. Yay!
Let's go to Shay.
Okay, cool. I did not remember the order, so I did not know the reverse order. So
that's fine.
For that.
That's why I'm here.
Cool. Yes. So again, my name is Shay. My pronouns are they, them, and I played Spines. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for the writing the lovely character that I feel very, very connected to. I play a character very similar in the Dystopia Rising LARP. Things that I'm doing. I am the head storyteller at Dystopia Rising NorCal. So if you get a chance, come on down. We'll do some weird stuff. And yeah, do some cool post-apocalyptic shenanigans. And Tobias is just sort of grinning at the screen. I don't know
We'll
what's
do
going on.
some weird stuff. Come down to DR NorCal. As someone who also works at DR NorCal, come on down. We'll do some weird stuff.
Hell yeah! Listen, you're marketing. I'm just the storyteller. You handle marketing.
You're the one that would be providing the weird stuff. I trust you to hold to your product.
I will provide the weird stuff to engage in this story. Please come on down if you can.
And then with that, we'll go to Michael.
Hi, Michael Pucci. Currently writing on a couple of projects. Not much I can really talk about right now. Probably soon TM. So I don't really have a lot of cool announcement stuff. I can say I'm one of the founders of Crime Juice TM.
Yes, Crime Juice.
Yeah, Crime Juice.
Tell your friends.
I very much enjoyed being able to play shenanigans with all y'all. I missed doing this. Yeah, that's actually pretty much about it. Writing on a couple tabletops, working on a couple of LARPs, probably announced within the next month or so. And thank you to our hosts and our storyteller.
And finally, Tobias.
Hi, I'm Tobias McCurry. You might have seen me as Spring-Heeled Studios in your chat. You can generally find me on social media on any tier of @Tobias McCurry on whatever platform. I will also be doing another stream tonight with Ryan Omega of Life Action Roleplay, where we will be vibing, as it were, with the homies, TM, and enjoying our mimosas and probably talking about game design and weird stuff. You'll find that on Life Action Roleplay at 8 p.m. Western time. But also 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, you've got that good Yours to Keep, The Changeling, The Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition Jumpstart with storyteller Rachel Judd from Onyx Path. And I also want to thank our host Catie, my wonderful co-players, and of course Onyx Path for hosting us.
Cool.
And our tech in the background.
Yes.
You're the best.
You.
Always thank your tech.
Round of applause for the tech, because otherwise this would not be happening right now. He's amazing. And I am Catie Griffin. I was the story guide for this particular adventure. Trouble on the Steel Pier can be found on Drive-Thru RPG and friendly local game stores near you. It was written by the very, very talented Rachel Savicki, and with rules writing by Eddie Webb. Development done by yours truly, with assistance by Eddie Webb. World created by Michael Pucci. And it was an absolute pleasure running for this group of people. They're always fabulous, and all of you would be super lucky to have these guys at your games because they're just lovely people.
We run up the liquor tab.
Please don't lie on a live broadcast.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not lying. You guys are amazing.
Lie to me.
Lie to me.
And with that, I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hang around on Onyx Path for the 9:30 Changeling the Dreaming show, and we'll see you another time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks to Onyx Path and our tech person, and we'll see you another time. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.